So hi Val,
How are you, Ed?
I'm good, thank you. We're here at the Waves booth and we're going to have a look at Tract, right, which is your new plugin.
Absolutely. So, hi everybody. We're going to show you a new toy, a new plug called Tract, and this is a loudspeaker correction plugin from Waves that works with the Smart of Rational Acoustics. Smart, everybody probably knows Smart. It's a little bit loud, but there we go. So we're talking about Smart, Rational Acoustics Smart, an industry leader of tuning live PA systems. Everybody knows the plugin, the software, everybody uses it. So actually Smart has an ability of transmitting all of the measurement data through the software's API outside for a third-party user. So we utilize that ability of the Smart to pipe the data out, and we use the data to make some very neat tricks. So here it is. Let's just show. First of all, we're just going to show you for a second that we have a Smart DI set up right here that you configure it as a standard usual Smart DI with inputs, outputs. You can configure it your pairs as in every Smart. Actually, the plugin will work with Smart VA and Smart DI both. An idea that basically here we have an options and API, and this is we're turning on, and through basically this network address in this particular case, Smart, we're going to output all of the measurement data outside. So
in a live setting, you would just have a microphone, a full range microphone plugged into Smart to kind of measure it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we actually have here a measurement microphone. In this case, it's a great measurement microphone made by Odyx, and we're using this. It's a very flat frequency response, and connected to the Smart. Everything is set up, and as we know in Smart, we actually can set up or spectrum measurement or transfer measurement. And a spectrum measurement, that's a signal microphone measurement, while the transfer is a comparison between the measurement channel and the reference channel. So we actually get all of this data. We're going to receive it from Smart, and using this neat plugin. This is how it looks. This is not a final look because the plugin still is in the works. We think it's going to be released probably around June, but this is definitely working to show what it's supposed to do. So anywho, through this connection panel, it finds the Smart, connects to it, and as soon as it's connected, there is a panel right here, which is a remote control panel of Smart. So here we're going to see our spectrum measurement, what's assigned in Smart, and here's we're going to have a transfer of what's assigned and set up and configured in Smart, just to show you that, for example, we use spectrum and we pick the input, we start the measurement. So right now we receive the measurement from Smart, and it's shown within our plugin. Of course, we can do some adjustments like that. You see it in a line view or even a spectrograph view. Back into bars, we can adjust our bending and resolution of what we see in view, and as well as how fast is the signal is updating, averaging. Basically, this is a controls that actually exist in Smart itself.
So it's kind of just like remote control.
It's a remote control, which we have an ability to see all of the measurement data within our plugin. So up to here, nothing is super neat happening, although it's very cool just to see it. It's very animated and beautiful. But from now on, we're going to go and show some very neat stuff. So first of all, for the measurement we want to do, we want to switch it to transfer function, number one. We're going to see it in a second. But here's the deal. So, average sound engineer got basically no time in setting up the PA. If we're talking about big guys, they have a system engineers who come in, they set up a day in advance, they have a bunch of tools with them, they measure system, they do the tricks and adjust everything for the front of house guy. But this is not everyday front of house engineer. Most of us We arrived to the venue, we got 30 minutes to do it all, probably including the sound check. So time limits is insane, and using sometimes smart, it's always even in consideration. Should I, bring my smart rig out? Should I connect it? Is it worth it? Because I'm gonna make a noise. And by the time you actually open it and start to make noise and adjusting your EQ, everybody hates you in a venue because you're making too much noise, and you like it's 15 minutes and everybody's not very satisfied by you. So I'm actually trying to make you look good. That's basically an idea. And to make it as fast, as painless as possible, very complicated process of tuning loudspeaker system. So let's assume that actually you found the time to bring your smart out to connect it as we did previously. So right now we're gonna play our pink noise through the system and go through the process of tuning PA. We'll actually pretend a little bit because there is a noisy environment here. As you see, it's a trade show floor, people talking, there's a lot of noise. So we're not gonna rely 100% on what we see on the screen, but it's a proof of concept. In an actual venue, it will work perfectly. So here is how it goes. We're actually gonna pipe a pink noise through the system, and we're gonna turn on, and we're gonna get basically a magnitude curve shown in our plugin. Okay? This is basically a step which every engineer does. From that point on, an average engineer starts to play with equalizer, trying to level it somehow. Okay? Here how the process goes in our plugin. Okay, step 1, capture. Step 2, kill the noise. You already don't need noise anymore because you capture your curve. You can stop the live measurement. You have the capture right here. Pick your capture which you wanna make the auto EQ, auto alignment with. Pick it, choose your reference. We have a flat, 6 dB boost, 9 dB boost, or X curve. Let's say flat. Hit FIR. Done. That's it. The process of tuning your loudspeaker system is absolutely done because we created an FIR which basically mirrors the magnitude measurement, flip of the magnitude measurement, and you're done. You're done tuning your PA system.
So does it add, is there any latency between?
Well, actually we're going to have two components within the plugin. One is a low phase, low latency. So this particular component is low phase, low latency, meaning FIR curve will present one phase change, only one single phase change, and it's 5 samples of latency, basically negligible. We're going to have another component when somebody purchases the plugin is going to receive the second component as well, that it's called linear phase FIR. Okay, there is actually linear phase, no phase changes, but you're going to pay price of it of 10 millisecond latency. Okay, now a few more neat tricks you can do with it, just to show you that in a real time you can choose a different reference which is going to be shown with that purple trace line, and the FIR will adjust in real time.
So you can adjust this as the show is going on?
As the show is going on during the sound check, just to see what sounds better, what's more appropriate. Because not in every case the flat will sound perfect, because in the low level flat sounds great, but as soon as we're getting to the higher dB SPLs, the curvature of the ear, how the frequency response of the ear, it's more sensitive to the higher frequencies. So maybe at this point you would like to choose, if you're working on the, let's say, rock and roll show, probably 6 dB boost in the low end will work better. And if you do like a reggae or hip hop show, even 9 dB boost in the low end will do better. Or you can use the X curve, which is how in most of the cinema loudspeaker system, which is boost at the low end, flat to around 2 kilohertz, and then a nosedive. Now, a few things you actually can do. Number one, you can create your own reference curve. You say, whatever you provided me with, guys, it's wonderful, but actually I know how I want my system to sound. So here how you do it. You're just using your equalizer. You can draw with equalizer any curve you like. Let's say like so. let's pretend this is a realistic curve.
So could you almost have like presets for specific venues? Like,
Absolutely.
So that would be, so if you were working in the same venue over and over again, you would have a preset for that venue?
Absolutely, you're going to have a preset. Not only that, what's better about it, you can say, that's a reference curve I like. And every time I get to any venue, tune my system to this curve and make it sound like this. So that's a killer, actually. And you drew your curve. You go into reference menu, you guys say from IIR, and let's call it add. And right now we have a curve named add. So if I'm gonna flat the EQ, right now actually you see I have a trace, the purple trace, which shows me the add curves. So if I'm gonna right now calculate FIR, right now it's flat, right now it's tuned to the 6 dB boost, and right now it's tuned to add.
Perfect. So is it available now, or it's coming in June, you say?
Coming in June, soon, hopefully. The sooner the better, because the summer season is here. Everybody is going to be working like mad, hopefully. So keep working. I'll probably show one or two more small things about the plugin. In addition, after you've created the curve, let's say add, you say I want to tweak it a little bit farther, and right in the bottom here we have a IIR EQ, basically parametric EQ, 8-band parametric equalizer, and each band got the list of possible shapes, and everybody is familiar with the shelf and cut. Cut is quite neat. I just show you because it's got for Ed's name Butterworth inside it. If you're gonna see BTW, and this is the shape of the cut. And actually, if we're gonna switch it right here, we're gonna see the difference, how it's going from Lincoln-Riley slope to Butterworth slope. Another neat shape we have, it's tilt, and this is very cool. I'm just gonna show in a different band, so it's gonna be a little bit more effective of showing. One of the complaints is the difference in the sound when between the sound check time and when the audience comes in. Always there is a change, or sounds getting brighter, or sound getting muddier, depending on the season, on what people wearing and stuff like that. So we actually have a filter shape which is called tilt. And I found it very, very effective to tuning the system or adjusting the system after audiences came in. So I switched it to tilt, and here's, if the system is too bright, I can augment it this way, or if I lost the high frequency content, I can boost it that way. So it's kind of very neat and allows you very quick to adjust your overall sound per audience that come in, per actual room, and fine-schmaking to making it cool. This is pretty much in a nutshell. There is a few more tricks, neat ones, and I hopefully as soon as plugin will be out, we'll make a videos to explaining in depth all kind of features and stuff, but that's it. We're trying to help an engineer to make it quick, painless as possible, and effective. So everybody having a good show, and everybody will enjoy their job, never gonna lose their job. Job security is very important, and the band gonna applaud you this time. So thank you very much, guys.
So what is the price point that we're aiming for on the plugin?
Well, honestly, I don't know, because my job is to make sure the plugin is working, there's no bugs, and everybody is satisfied. But what I do know, that Rational Acoustics is on board with us with the plugin. They're very excited about this. So when the plugin will be sold by Waves, when it's released, actually it's going to be available as a separate plugin, as well as a bundle with Rational Acoustics Smart DI. That's the cheaper version of smart software, and it's going to be available as a bundle with the Tract, so Tract with Smart DI, as well as a standalone Tract, and that's the story, at least what I know up to now.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good show, everybody.